up, guys? Travis from Tackle Bros, formerly Peterborough Pro Tackle, at Tackle Prez on Instagram. Please add me. I need friends. I only have very little, so that'd be cool. We just got back from the Bassmaster Classic. A ton of stuff showed up while we were gone, so I wanted to highlight some of the really cool stuff that came. And I also want to officially bring to you guys the 5-inch and the 6-inch Super Fish Roller. So let's jump into this. I am going to start with, we got a ton of stuff today, so I'm actually really excited. So it was amazing seeing everybody that we got to see at the Classic. We had a really good time showing you guys some of the new Raid and Dual Realis products coming out. And while we were gone, a boatload of stuff showed up. So some of this stuff's been online for a week, maybe 2. Some of this got here and we just happened to get through it the first bit of this week. We got back home on Monday. I'm gonna start with showing you, let's start with GLF. I'm sure you guys have seen the Juvie Craw is probably one of the hottest baits in the world right now. I wish I could tell you that we had some stock on them. I wish I could tell you when we were gonna have more stock on them. The little bit that we got flew out of here almost immediately. While we're filming this, we just have frosted shad in stock. So if you guys wanna check it out, at least you can have that one. But the rest of the colors will come back hopefully in the very, very near future. Same with the Juicy Helgramite. This guy, we have a couple colors left in stock, but they should continue to flow in, let's put it that way. And when they do, we'll do a real detailed breakdown video. I may even get Dan to come on here with us and talk to you guys and really explain to you the process that went into building these things, because it's really, really cool. They've put a lot of thought and effort into these guys. So Juvie Craw and Juicy Helgramite, whatever's available is available. Hopefully more very, very soon. Okay. Next up from Megabass, we got a big Megabass Japan shipment. So that's gonna include some of the saltwater 3-inch Hazadong shads. Shirasu is always super popular. There's a bunch of other ones. Make sure you check those guys out. Also, we see a big restock on TK twisters in the 3.5 and 4.5 inch size. These usually sell out really, really quickly. We get them one time a year, but right now we have good stock on most colors. So have a check out of the TK twisters. And last but not least, something that I'm super, super excited about. Somehow Megabass has decided to sell some clothing into North America. These jackets are awesome. I've had one for a long time, the Blizzard jacket. So they're available in 2 different guys here. We have the Blizzard, which is gonna be, for us up north, like I love this thing in the spring, I love it in the morning, I love it in the fall. It's actually okay in the winter if you're kind of, you know, you're just going to the car or something like that. I wear this all the time. Then we have the Wilderness. So this guy's gonna be like a waterproof, like wind jacket. Bunch of unique, cool colors. I'm excited to get them. The big key with these guys is they are Japanese sizing. So if you are a 2XL like I am, you're a 3XL. So they know how to make you feel good about yourself, but at least we have something we can wear. So if you guys are interested in those, again, 3 different colors in each, please don't forget to size up. Something I want to touch on really briefly, we got the new Evergreen combat sticks finally in stock. I don't know what took us so long to get these guys in. I've had them on order forever. We have, I believe we have every single one in stock. Every single one in stock. Okay, we have every single one in stock. These have been out for a while. I'm not gonna go super crazy on them. It's just a really, really dope rod by Evergreen. They've redesigned them. I hated the old EVA with the camo grip. Super excited to see the one with the black. They feel really good. Yeah, check them out. These are online now. I want to get into the Zillion rods with you guys. These just came in from the Bassmaster Classic release. This is a line of rods I'm really, really excited about. I think this was a gap that Daiwa has had in their lineup for a long time, and I think they did an amazing job with these ones. So this is going to be the casting version here. You'll see it as a monocog handle. I really love the cork grip. These things feel amazing. They also have models that come in the Flex Lite. So what Flex Lite is, it's Daiwa having a new version of basically glass. So it's gonna be really, really good for moving baits. They used to have this in the Steez lineup previous to this one, or maybe even the previous one of that. They were super popular, so I'm happy to see those guys come back. The spinning ones I'm also really excited about. We had a couple conversations with Daiwa about some actions that were important to us, this being one of them. So this is the 7.6 ML. This one's gonna be great for a bunch of stuff that we do, especially up here in the north. This is gonna be your spy bait rod. This is gonna be your hair jig rod. This is going to be your sneaky underspin, if you like that sneaky underspin from Great Lakes Finesse. This is gonna be your smaller libero rod. This guy has a ton of applications. The entire lineup, you can do all of your fishing from this lineup. You can have from your drop shot rod all the way to your big flipping stick. You can just live in the Zillion. So this is a good one that I'm really excited about from Daiwa. Make sure you guys check this out. Staying on Daiwa, for the first time, we're gonna introduce the Daiwa PX70. This is Daiwa's upper offering for the BFS. This is the first time they've brought it over here to North America. The PX stands for Pixie, if you guys know. Pixie's been a staple in the Daiwa lineup in Japan for a very long time. They decided to bring it over, which is pretty cool. This is gonna be on an all aluminum frame. It's gonna weigh 5.6 ounces, I believe. Yeah, 5.6 ounces. It's available in an 8:1 gear ratio, but left and right hand. Has a T-wing system, pretty standard on all Daiwa reels these days. And then the ultimate tournament drag. So definitely a really cool one. If you're super into BFS, this is probably where you wanna be. If you're new to it, we'll talk about the Tatula when it comes in. But this is a really cool offering from Daiwa. I'm excited to see Daiwa finally get into BFS in North America. Let's talk about this guy. So this is the new 2024 Daiwa Steez SV TW. This thing is beautiful. If you're super into clicker drags like I am, I mean, how do you beat that? I'm really excited to see Daiwa add this one to their lineup. It's gonna come with Daiwa's SV spool, one of our favorites for casting smaller baits, plastic, stuff like that. This is going to be 5.6 ounces, 160 grams. It's gonna come in a 7:1 and 8:1 in both left and right hand. This is just one of the coolest looking reels I've seen in a very long time. And yeah, new one from Daiwa. All right, so next up is going to be the certate. When we were over in Japan for the Osaka show, I got to play around with this thing a little bit and I was actually blown away. So the styling on it is amazing. It feels a little bit on the heavier side, especially if you're coming from an exist, but I think that pairs up well with a lot of these reels or a lot of these rods that we're talking about. Like that Zillion, it would pair up well with the Steez. It'll pair up well with a lot of rods. It's gonna be one that you can really dial in to balance stuff in with. 7.9 ounces, 220-ish grams, something like that. 10 pound drag on the 3000 size. So this is a 3000D. I love this paddle handle. It's gonna have monocog body, mag seal, everything, all the best stuff that Daiwa has to offer in this guy. It's gonna have the piano style wire that they kind of went back to. So this is gonna be available in a 2500 up to a 5000. I believe we just have the 25s and the 3000s in stock. But the rest are coming to follow. Definitely check this one out. I wasn't a huge fan of the previous series of certates, but I think they've really knocked this one out of the park. So definitely check this guy out. Again, like I said, available 25s to 3000s right now, online and in store. Okay, so next up, we're gonna talk about the new Daiwa Tatula Elite spinning reel. This guy was a little bit confusing to me when it first came out, but I think what Daiwa is trying to do here is give you a super, super strong reel. They went away from the MQ, they went back to the LT, the light tough. They're all built on a 2500 size frame, and then they spool up basically, so 25, 3, 4000, etc. It's just a really cool, compact, beat up everyday reel. It's got a super smooth drag, really compact body. Check this guy out, the styling is amazing. And that's it for Daiwa. So let's move on to the main event. All right, so quick restock. Osakana slides are all back in stock. I believe we have got every color back, as well as Zaragonthus. So we were out of a couple of the key colors. Smoked shrimp, dappy craw, all the Zaragonthus are back in stock. So next up is the official store release of the Raid Japan Hero Tailor. The Hero Tailor is gonna be a great bluegill imitating bait. It's kind of a cross between, I would say, a bellows gill and a depths bull flat. I'm really excited to use this as a jig trailer. I just think I use the bull flat as a jig trailer all the time. It just creates some bulk. It's not too big. It just gives a little bit of action, extra action to the jig. We are currently having a 4.7 size, but it's going to also be available in a 3.7 size. This little guy, there's a little side-by-side comparison if you can see that, Ashy. Good to go. So yeah, releasing today is the 4.7 size in 10 really awesome Raid colors. So check these guys out. And lastly from Raid Japan, this is going to be the North American launch of the Super Fish Roller. This is going to be the 6.5 inch size. Just give you guys a look at that. And then the 5 inch size. So the fish roller, if you guys have been watching the elites or any of these tournaments, everybody's winning on kind of like a jig head minnow. The fish roller is what I keep saying to everybody, pretty much one of the top 3 or 4. So you have the Sakamata shad, you have the Jackal drift fry, and you have the fish roller. So these have only been available to this point in a 3 and a 4 inch. A bunch of really awesome colors. We also just had a big restock on the 3 and 4 inch, so definitely check those out. And now we bring in the 5 inch and the 6.5 inch. So basically what you're gonna do with these guys, I like to use these horizon heads. You can also use a range roller. We just restocked all the sizes on these guys as well, so definitely check these out. I will use a I'll use a Range Rover. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take one of these little range rollers. They also use the mono guard from Kitech a lot on these things, and they pair up really nicely. You'll see here in the head, you have 3 little hook entry points. So you're just gonna take your hook, you're gonna figure out which one is gonna go into. You're gonna come in the nose there. Bam. So that's what you're looking for. This is just gonna go into the water. It's gonna roll around. You'll see it has a really drastic side-by-side motion, and that comes from shaking your rod tip. So you want something in the medium light. So, I mean, some guys use like ultra light. The rod that Kyoya is using is a crazy ultralight rod. But you basically take that, you put a solid tip on it, and you give that thing a shake. So a lot of people are probably using medium rods, thinking that you need a short medium rod. What that's gonna do is it's actually gonna have this bait coming up and down like this instead of side to side like this. So you're really looking for that side to side motion. The rod is really key. So we really like the Raid Max Queen. That's my favorite one I've found so far for this type of technique. It's gonna work good with the 5-inch. This is gonna be available in a ton of different colors. Right now we have 3 in the 6, 3 in the 5. So I'll run through those really quickly. Okay, so for the 5-inch, we're gonna have Inako. We're gonna have Kawami Ayu. We're gonna have Lively Chartreuse. So those are gonna be the 3 available today in the 5-inch. So, and then the 6-inch, we're gonna have Seiko. We're gonna have Kawami Ayu. And we're gonna have Jewel Wakasagi, which is a really cool golden back and then like a pink side to it with a clear belly. Those are gonna be the colors that are available today. The rest of them should be starting to trickle in over the next couple of weeks, so make sure you keep watching our social media. We'll be releasing videos on YouTube a lot more now that we're back from the Classic. All right, so that's some of the new product that we've got in since the Classic. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you guys later.